Hi guys, it's election time in Mauritius. I mean, the election is approaching, and the present government are trying to make some laws. They are adding some laws, they are adding some dues to make sure that they got reelected in the next election. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. How are you guys doing today? It's so good to have you back here again. If you are seeing me for the first time, my name is Stella. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. For my new subscribers, thank you guys so much for deciding to stick around. Today I'll be talking about the new things in Mauritius. There are so many new laws, so many new benefits coming up for citizens of Mauritius, and because the election is fast approaching, I think the election should be around October, November. The present party that is in power, that is the Hindu are in power in Mauritius. There are also other religious sectors that are also trying to get in power, but those that are already in power, you know how election work. They'll be doing so many things, offering so many things to the people to make sure that they got re-elected. And there are so many things that they have been doing, they have been implementing. In fact, what I know is that when people are trying to get elected, or maybe when they are going to get re-elected, they make promises and they tell them that, okay, after the election we are going to do this, we are going to do that. But for these ones, they are making the laws and they are implementing it immediately, like even before the election, to make sure that they got re-elected into party. And one of it is that they are really looking into their youth, to make sure that the youth are comfortable, to like minimize how much they leave the country after studying. And one of these is that if you are a Mauritian and you do this exam, I think they call it GCSE, I think like a WAEC, if you know what WAEC is, or maybe a NECO or GCE, and you did the exam before, you failed it, the government now make a law, let me say it's a law now, that you can retake the exam at no fee, like it is free to retake the exam. So let's say a Mauritian did the exam and he or she failed before. Normally you're supposed to pay to retake the exam, but now it is free. All these things are being put in place to make sure that their citizens are, they are comfortable and they find the country comfortable for them to stay. Another one is, I had that one, like I'm not very sure of it, allegedly. A woman told me that there is now a new law for Mauritians. When they clock 18, the government give them like a kind of money, is it 18,000 rupees or 10,000 rupees, to celebrate their 18-year-old of being an adult, So it's that one is, by the way, that one is even different from all of the other benefits that the government are giving to them. And another one is for teenagers in the country, the youth, you now have they give them free data, like to access the internet for free. There are so many things that they are doing at the moment, and I think one of it is also that recently the minimum wage has been increased. The minimum wage has been increased. This one applies to everybody, even if you are a foreigner. The minimum wage, I think it will start being implemented after July 1 or so. So they have added to the minimum wage. Even the pensions, I think they add to the pension not quite long. They are doing so many things to make sure that they got re-elected, and the fun fact is that they are implementing it immediately. They don't even want to wait after that. If you re-elect us, we do it. No, they are doing it immediately to show the people that, okay, this is what you'll be enjoying if you re-elect us back. If you re-elect us back into office. So that is it. But the reason why I'm here today is not to bring to you the benefits that concerns the Mauritian, but the ones that concern me and you as a foreigner, or as So I have there are so many actually, because I saw a trend about it. I bring out like 4 that I feel like, okay, is okay, I can talk about it. And one of it is that there is lower occupational permit threshold. Before, if you want to apply for a work permit in Mauritius, they will tell you that you have to be earning 30,000 rupees and above, like 30,000 rupees and above. But for this new law that they make now, if you are earning 22,500 rupees, you can get an occupational work permit. Do you hear me right? So you don't have to, if you are looking for a job and they are offering you below 30,000 before. You cannot get a work permit with that, according to them. But now they now have a lower occupational permit threshold. Like if you're earning 22,500 or 25,000 rupee, you are eligible to apply for an occupational work permit. The second one is that there's fast track for experienced professionals. For professionals, when you apply for work permits, it always takes time. It takes a lot of time. In fact, some people, I don't know, it takes time. But now they are not giving 3 months temporary permits while you are waiting for your approval. So if you apply for a work permit, maybe let's say outside of the country, you can get like a 3 months approved, like 3 months temporary permit to come into the country. I think this is just like the way they do their study visa before. If you apply for a study visa, before you get your main permit, you get a 3 months permit to come into the country. And when you get here, that 3 months permit covers for you. Even after the 3 months, your permit is not yet out, you are still covered because your permit is in process. So I think this is exactly the same thing. If you are outside of the country and you apply for a work permit, they can give you 3 months to come. You don't have to wait until the main permit is out. You get 3 months permit to come in while awaiting your approval. So the third one is that there is no more quota for employment. Like in the manufacturing sector, in the ICT sector, they can now employ as much as they can. Before, they give them, okay, in a year you can bring so people in a year, but now there is no more quota. They can employ as much as they can freely. So that is also a good one. So there is no okay, this year we already cover for we are allowed to bring 100 people and we already have 100 people. You have to wait for next year. That is not happening again. They can employ freely whoever they want, anytime they want, at any given time. So start looking for that job. I have so many questions on my YouTube channel. People asking me, where can I get job? I don't give job. Me say I'm looking for a job. Look for, if you have you can use LinkedIn, to look for a job. People are getting jobs on LinkedIn. There is this website I also saw, jobs.mu. Yes, you can use this one. Use them to search for job. There are employers there. In fact, this jobs.mu, they will even write the amount, the salary they are paying, and all of those things. So look for job. You might even get something. People in IT sector, people in IT sector, you guys are darlings, you can look for job online, and when you reach out to them and they are willing to employ you, of course they will do your visa and you will come. And the last one that I have here is that there's work flexibility for retirees. I made a video about retirement visa, not quite long. In that video I mentioned that if you have a retirement permit or a retirement visa to come to the country and you decide to work, because you can work while here as a retiree, so you get a job on a retirement visa, you have to go and apply to change that retirement visa to a work permit. You have to change the retirement permit to a work permit. It does not cancel the fact that you come here to retire, but you have to get a work permit to do the job. That was before. Now they have changed it that if you have a retirement visa, non-citizen with a retirement resident permit can work without extra permit. So if you have a retirement visa now and you get a job, you don't have to go and apply for a work permit again. You can work with that retirement visa that you have. So apart from all the benefits that they are giving to their citizens, I think this ones I mentioned is the one that concerns me or you the most. Like there's lower occupational permit threshold. With lower money, with lower salary, you can apply for a permit. There's fast track for experienced professional, and even if you are still waiting to get your approval, you can get a 3 months temporary permit to come into the country to wait for your main application. And there's no more quota on employment. You can employ, the companies here can employ as many people as they want. They cannot employ freely. And the last one but not the least is that retirees can use their retirement permit to work. They don't have to apply for a separate permit to be able to work. So see you guys in my next video. Okay, before I go, I will try to look for other laws that they make presently that is applicable to foreigners, and I'll bring them to you. So see you guys in my next video. Bye.